you guys? It's Christina from the nonprofit Raw Fully Organic here in Houston and from FullyRaw, which is all over the place. For those of you who know me, know that I've been a low-fat raw vegan, 80-10-10, 100% for almost 7 years now. And my passion in life is inspiring all of you guys to share this gift and feel good about yourselves so that you can live the life that you want to live. So I'm making a video today about something that everybody does and everybody's guilty of, and that we can all work on from time to time so that we can all feel awesome. I'm going to teach you how to break bad eating habits in just 7 really easy steps that may take some time, but that after you get them down will seriously free you from emotional eating. Many of you guys know this, right? Because bad eating habits can manifest in the form of overeating, undereating, eating when you're emotional, eating total junk foods, eating when you're scared. Whatever it is, we all develop bad eating habits that try and stuff emotions and can leave us miserable in the end. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how to correct a few of them, and I'm going to post them on rawfullyorganic.com/blog and on fullyraw.com after we're done here, so that you guys can go back and reference it. You can share it with friends and family, and maybe even post it on your refrigerator. That way, if you're ever feeling emotional, you can look back at this list to help keep you peaceful and smiling when you're eating. Okay, are you ready? The first step in breaking bad habits and going raw or in just being healthy is simply to be conscious of when you are eating, how you feel when you are eating. This may sound weird to you, but if you're ever feeling upset or emotional when you eat, you're gonna take it out on the food. You're gonna end up overeating, you're gonna end up trying to stuff emotions. So the first step in trying to break bad eating habits is always trying to identify what you're feeling before you eat, right? Because sometimes we may not be eating out of a place of hunger. So it's really important to distinguish when you're hungry and when you're emotional. True hunger is actually felt in the throat. For many of you guys who may have been cleansing for a long period of time, like me for instance, when I'm hungry, my throat starts to salivate. My stomach doesn't growl unless it's starting to clear out something from the meal that I ate prior. So keep that in mind. Always try and eat when you're at peace and calm, or at least just be aware of when you're emotional. At that point, you may still eat when you're emotional or upset or whatever, but as long as you can identify if you're feeling a little uneasy or frustrated or unsettled in any way, at least after over a period of time, it will make you feel uncomfortable to continue to do this because you'll at least be aware of when you're emotionally eating. It may be difficult to stop at first, but the more that you're aware of it, the more guilt that you'll probably feel and the more unsettled you'll feel. So the first step in correcting any bad eating habit is to be aware of how you feel when you eat and to at least identify if you are emotionally eating. You don't have to fix it just yet, but the first step is always awareness. The second tip that I'm going to give you is to eat in a quiet, safe, sound, or happy place. Create a safe space where you can feel comfortable where you're eating. This allows for you to not only be able to meditate what's on your plate, but to be able to process your thoughts as you're eating and create almost like a meditation time. You're more aware of your feelings and what's going into your body at this point in time. If you're in a really loud restaurant with a lot of people and a lot of distractions, it's going to be really hard for you to not only hear your thoughts, but what happens if you're full and you can't even feel it because there's so much going on in the room? You may tend to overeat or eat something that you don't want to eat because of peer pressure. It may be difficult for you guys to be able to seclude yourself every now and then just to kind of have eating and meditating time. But even every now and then, it's great practice to be able to hear what's going on in your mind as you eat. And believe it or not, that eating in a quiet place will help you feel more relaxed and will aid in better digestion. If you're trying to create a more sacred space for you to feel comfortable in, you can always light candles, you can set music, you can light essential oils, you can do whatever you want to do to create a sacred space. If it makes you feel more comfortable to invite 1 or 2 close friends over to share this experience with you, I say go for it. But basically, you want to create a safe, happy, sound, quiet place where you can relax and enjoy your food, and you can pay attention to not only what's on your plate, but what's going through your mind as you're eating. Never, 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 ever, ever eat when you are emotional, upset, sad, or confused, or even overwhelmed. Anytime you eat when you are feeling some type of a negative feeling in your gut, you're going to take it out on your food. You're gonna end up overeating, undereating, eating and binging, eating too late, eating and crying. You're gonna end up doing something that you regret. And you're gonna wish that you would have taken care of that emotional problem before you took it out on the food. When we tend to eat when we're in that emotional state of feeling all hyped up and emotional, we literally take it out on the food, or we use food as a mechanism to stuff away our emotions so that we don't feel anything at all. Many of us like to feel numb, and that's why so many of us have a problem going raw, is that raw foods are very cleansing to the mind and the body and the soul. So when we begin to cleanse the physical body, the mind also cleanses. Well, not many of us like to look at all of our problems or feel real emotions, because that's scary and it's hard. But I promise you, once you do shed off these bricks off of your back, you feel so much better. So try and be brave. Never eat when you're emotionally upset. Eat in a peaceful, quiet place, and take the next step towards breaking that bad habit of eating and stuffing away your emotions. It's okay to deal with them. Step 4, I love this one. It's so much fun if you can do this. Prepare your food with love. It doesn't really matter what religion you are, or if you believe in God or any other type of spiritual element out there, but I truly believe it is so important to prepare your food with love. Say little prayers over it, bless it before you eat it, because the more that you elevate the energy of your food, the more blessings you feel like you're intaking as you're eating it. The more respect you develop for your food, the more respect you develop for your body, and then it becomes a sacred relationship that you both develop. And after that, abusing either of the two doesn't feel right inside. So definitely prepare your food with love, and this also gets you in the mindset of eating, so that when you are eating, you're not only in a quiet, peaceful place, but you're in that place in your mind, so that you're going to be eating when you're emotionally stable. Tip number 5. Are you ready for this one? For all my procrastinators out there, you may not like me saying this, but I'll say it anyways. Plan your meals ahead of time. And trust me, you don't even have to write this down or write it in a journal or put it in your iPad. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is give it 5 seconds of thought, like, Tangelo juice sounds really good in the morning. I think I'll make that. Or how about, all right, it's 3 o'clock, I get off work in 2 hours, and well, maybe I need to stop by the grocery store and pick up some fruit and some salad. Or, oh my gosh, it's Monday. I need to order my box from Roughly Organic so that I can have enough to eat. Things like that. Just think quickly and simply about always making sure that you have enough, or just giving it a simple thought, like you have apples in your fridge, maybe you'll eat a mono meal of apples for dinner. Whatever you can, but the second that you decide to do it, you're more apt to do it, because if you wait till the last minute, you're probably going to get really lazy and make a bad food decision that you could have made differently. And if you wait till the last minute, you're probably going to end up eating late, which is going to make you overeat at nighttime, since people tend to binge at night. So plan ahead, plan early dinners, and just think about what you're going to eat just a few steps before you do it. That way, you're sound in your mind, and you're peaceful, and you're confident in your decision. All right, so if you're going to think about what you're going to eat for the next meal, you also have to make sure that you have enough food available to you to eat. My 6th step is always, always, always make sure that you have enough food in your house, at least for the next 5 days. I tell people when they come to Roughly Organic and buy their boxes or buy their cases or whatever, always make sure that you have at least enough stocked up for you to be able to eat the next 5 days. Don't wait till the last minute to stock up on food, but always keep your food rotating in different places throughout your house. That way, you're always eating something that's right. And that way, if you're ever coming home from work and you don't have anything, you're not left going out to get something or some other type of fruit that's most likely not going to be ripe, so you're not going to want to eat it. But my biggest tip is to always make sure you have enough food in your house to last you at least 5 days. It'll teach you how to ripen your food, it'll teach you how to get in a flow and a system of eating well, and plus, when you spend the money on it prior, it keeps you from buying other things that you may not need. So it's being economical and conscious of where you're putting your dollar as well, and it'll help you save money. So always make sure you have enough food in your house. I'm laughing about this next one because it's easier said than done, but it's kind of a funny one. Don't eat crap, people. Just don't do it. I know sometimes we'll eat something that looks really gross, and they'll be like, God, why? Why did I do that? But then you think about it later and you're like, you laugh about it and you're like, I totally regret that. But the truth is that it's within your power to make that choice. Whether you want to eat that food or not, sometimes it takes self-discipline just to be able to say, you know what? No burger for me today. Or how about this? No green banana. Only bananas with speckles. Make good food choices. Don't eat junk. And by junk, I can mean a lot of things. I can mean everything from fast food, all the way to unripe fruit, all the way to things that are improperly food combined that are going to give you a stomach ache. Just by planning ahead, planning your meals, eating in a conscious place, all of these things, as long as you're in a sound, safe place in your mind, you're going to feel more apt not to make bad food choices. So always keep good things in your house. And you know what? It may take time to develop good self-discipline, but after a while, bad foods won't look as good to you anymore. And fresh foods will make you salivate. So we want to help you develop really awesome, amazing food habits. That way you can live and inspire others. Because you know what? We want to support local, we want to support organic, we want to support raw foods, we want to support fresh fruits and vegetables. Our generation needs to change this more than anybody else, because when our generation changes it, the generations after us will benefit so much more. So those are my 7 tips. You can actually see them written below this YouTube video if you need a quick recap. Remember, this is gonna take time. It may take some self-discipline. You may cry a few times. It may take some self-love to talk yourself through those hard moments. But keep in mind this irony. The more that you begin to develop a respect for your food and how you feel when you eat your food, the more self-love you will develop for yourself. You're eating foods that love you back, and this will change you. This will change you, I promise you that. And you will feel so free. Please give it a try. The coolest part about it is that this is in video now, which means you can replay it when you want to get these tips again. You can write them down, put them on your fridge. And I invite all of you guys watching this that if I didn't suggest something that you think may be helpful, I want you to write it in a comment below on this video so that others can read it and maybe they'll benefit from it as well. I'm all about community and sharing and inspiring you guys to be as healthy as you can. For those of you guys who are interested in my other videos, I have them all posted on my Raw Fully Organic YouTube channel or on FullyRaw. Raw Fully Organic is my nonprofit co-op in Houston that is based on feeding about 6,000 families local, fresh, and raw produce. Every week, all organic to teach you how to be raw. While Raw Fully Organic feeds you the food, my raw coaching website, FullyRaw, teaches you how to be successfully fully raw all the time. And it's a pretty great resource. I just want to help you guys. And I hope this video really helps you and gives you some great tools so that you can be sound and at peace when you're eating, so that you can feel good about yourself. Because you can do this. And I just send many hugs. Bye.